Welcome back to Forza Horizon 4. The winter has come and gone, and so have our AR-12 winter toques, which last episode you guys smashed the store so hard, they officially sold out. Just a little heads up, if you want one of these hats, they're now on a pre-order. There is a link down below. I would recommend getting an ASAP if you want one and reserving yours now before they sell out again. Anyways, today is all about our favorite Koenigsegg. Almost the forgotten Koenigsegg, you could say. This is the Koenigsegg CCGT with one of the saddest stories ever. We'll get into that in a little bit though, but that is what we're gonna unlock today. And before we head out, as per always, Forzathon shop, is there anything good? Nope. So as per usual, 50% to get the Koenigsegg. Let's go bang out some stuff. Yes! 50% completed! That one was unbelievably quick. Koenigsegg CCGT. 600 horsepower, 450 foot-pounds of torque. It weighs less than 2,500 pounds. If we can get some big engine swaps into this thing, oh, it's gonna be insane. It's so cool. Oh. Only the door's open. I thought Can we open the back? Guys, I wanted to see the engine. Aww. Anyways, super cool car. I don't actually know how they got a license plate on the back, but well played. You may remember the Koenigsegg CCGT from previous Forza game. The last time this thing was in a Forza game was way back in the day in Forza Motorsport 4. I don't know what it is about this month, but they went back to, like, older games. For example, you may remember the Rossian, which I made a video on. That thing was also from Forza Motorsport 4. And then last week, we had the BMW M4, or M3 GTS, excuse me. That thing was from Forza Horizon 1. And now this thing, also from an old Forza game. Forza Motorsport 4 remastered, confirmed. Imagine? That'd be pretty cool. Now, I did say this thing has an incredibly sad story, and I've spoken about it before on the channel. Koenigsegg, pretty small little car company. Well, they started out back in the day making this car called the Koenigsegg CCX and the Koenigsegg CCR. And then they were like, well, we want to compete in, like, endurance racing in the GT1 category. When they actually finished the prototype, it was only a couple of months later that the FIA changed the regulation where car manufacturers would have to make 20 cars, like street legal cars of that car, over multiple years, and they changed it to making 350 cars in 1 year. Although the car was done, they had built the road cars to accommodate the GT1 version. This thing was never allowed to be raced. So this is a one-of-one car that has never really seen a racetrack. How do you delete the AI in Forza Horizon 4? Anyways, let's go and do a race with the thing. We'll bring it back to its former glory. Famous racetrack, let's go. Okay, Koenigsegg, live up to what you couldn't do for real. Rear wheel drive. I would just like to say as well, bear with my driving skill. Ever since I've played Need for Speed, my driving I actually hate Pagani. Ever since I've played Need for Speed Heat, my driving skill in Forza Horizon 4 has gone out the window, and somehow, even though I didn't think it was possible, is worse than before. How's the interior on here? Yo, it's very oh my god. Yo, it stops on a dime. That's insane. Braking distance is non-existent. That's crazy. Yo, I just love how drivable this is. I already put in the disclaimer saying how I'm not gonna do well. And then somehow, the Koenigsegg is a dream to drive. What? Usually it's like something with this much horsepower, rear-wheel drive, you'd be all over the place. But with this, it's so stable. Okay, the AI are all rubber banding for real. That's, oh my god, I am so much quicker through the corners than the AI. It's just they kind of cheat coming out of the corners. As you can probably tell. I think there's a lot of rubber banding going on. However, oh, even though we didn't do very well in the race, oh, Koenigsegg CCGT. So fast and so drivable at the same time is just kind of confusing to me. Why don't we take this thing back to the festival, see what crazy Koenigsegg engine swaps we can toss into this thing. I'm expecting a 1-to-1 engine. We've got our 610 horsepower engine, that's stock. We've got a racing V12, or the 5.1 V8 twin turbo from a Koenigsegg 1-to-1. Okay, that also pushes us up to X-Class. Okay, how hard could it be? I'm just saying, maybe this could be another car with 10s across the board. I mean, we'll need all-wheel drive to make it drivable, because if we keep it like this, it's just gonna be wheel spin happy. Front tire width, thank you. Rear tire width, 310 to 340. That's a strange tire size. Usually tire size goes up in increments of like 5. So usually it would be like 315 or 305. Why is this 310, 330, and 340? Is that a race car thing that I don't know about? We've even got bringing out the tires on this. With an upgraded transmission, not gonna be able to get 10 to top speed. I mean, the big rear wing probably has an effect on that. And weight reduction, I really wasn't expecting to do that. We can remove 200 pounds? No way. Yo, 0 to 60, 1.8 seconds. Top speed, 265. Yo, I love these rims too, with the center lock with the Koenigsegg logo in them. Oh, Need for Speed has made Nick go full racer. I'm sorry. Oh, if we try to paint it, it removes our Koenigsegg banner on the top. What color should we paint a Koenigsegg in? If I type in just Koenigsegg, what's the first color that pops up? Oh, it's the red one from the top speed and a lot of white ones as well. I don't want a white Koenigsegg. I feel like that's a bit boring. Okay, well, maybe we go with like the deep red from that top speed film. Those look like Koenigsegg wheels now. Proper exposed carbon fiber and some tinted black windows. I'm just saying, I need some proper painters to give this like some lines and stuff and make it look a little smarter. Let's see. So it sounds like a Koenigsegg 1-to-1. Never mind, I forgot how Forza does sounds. Okay, letting off the throttle's not bad. It doesn't come close to Need for Speed, but it's not bad. Oh, it sounds like a proper good little race car. Hello. Yo, it's so fast. It's like airplane fast. But the crazy thing is, it's like, it's still so drivable. That huge rear wing, all the arrowy bits in the front, that big diffuser. It is so planted. It's so happy. It would doing 260 miles an hour, no problem. It's 2019. Why can we not turn off the traffic yet? Before we write ourselves off into another traffic car, let's go do another race. I want something with top speed. Let's try again, Mr. Why have you put me up against an old Audi sedan? I don't know how you expect that's gonna... Okay. Today I learned the Koenigsegg CCGT might be above my skill level. It's unreal. We've got 1,300 horsepower. It's an old clapped out Ferrari, bud. Okay, and a Lotus now without a rear. Okay. Guys, and into the off-road section. This is where I go from 7th to last. Imagine if actually somebody did this in real life. Took a one-of-one, very exclusive GT1 race car off-road. And actually overtook somebody? Maybe the Koenigsegg's better off-road. Every time I pause it and those wheels pop up, carbon fiber. Ugh. You know what? It's been a little while. I'm gonna make it even more difficult for myself. Although it's gonna be considerably harder. It's not really a Koenigsegg if it's all-wheel drive. Rear-wheel drive we go. He's going into a tree on the first corner. No, I'll make it around the first corner just fine. It's when we start hitting 200 miles an hour. That's when we're gonna have a problem. We are not gonna take the... Okay. The Ford Focus gang is back. And we get wheel spin in third, and fourth gear's okay. All right. Okay, which one of you predicted the first corner? You would be correct. Actually, technically, you'd be wrong. We actually haven't reached the first corner yet. This time, throttle control. See, none of you predicted that we would crash before the first corner. That's what you should have said. Fords, get out of my way. You're all a bunch of plebs. We'll ignore the fact that Okay. We'll ignore the fact that I'm sorta kinda using one of your engines. I'm just saying, the Koenigsegg is doing a great job of being a Koenigsegg and trying to kill me. It's ridiculous. It doesn't go in a straight line. Turn. Boop. Boop. Oh! Nope. Nope, we're gone again. Whoever said that one of the AIs has had a big problem. I think I'm gonna make an executive decision and say that this car is way better with 600 horsepower and not 1,300 horsepower. Because this is just silly. We're okay. We're still okay. That's a drift at 160 miles an hour in a one-of-one car. We've got maximum downforce out of that rear wing. Oh, I'm not lifted off the throttle. I'm still not lifted off. Keep going. I'm still on 100% gas. I don't like this. I don't like this. I really don't like this. I'm still on the beans. Brake. I've never known a car with such downforce. That was 100% throttle through that corner. You could literally take this entire coast section at 100% throttle and not even think. I'm still on 100% throttle. That's a corner at 230 miles an hour. What's the point of putting a corner in my way? Super easy to drive. Another corner, that's 230 miles an hour. What are we, like, why do you need brakes? Now this is okay, need brakes, okay. Need a lot more brakes. I don't know how people drive things like the 599XX. It doesn't make sense. This is too fast. Wait, so Twitch chat, you're telling me that somebody did a lap in this car 2 seconds quicker than I just did? Did I say 2 seconds? I meant 2 minutes. Sorry. Here's my in-depth review of the Koenigsegg CCGT. Once you're in the festival, head over to your garage, upgrades and tuning, and then here's what you do. You click the back button, you click reset to defaults. And just like that, the Koenigsegg CCGT is now drivable. I love this car. I am so happy it's in this game. I wish it got to race properly in real life.